Imagine giving up your entire life savings, every dollar you've worked for, just to help your parents buy their dream home. Only to find out, during the housewarming party, that they've handed the deed to your stepbrother, and told you he deserves it more. I stood there in silence, glass in hand, heart in pieces. But that night, I made a decision. If they thought I was just going to walk away, they were about to see exactly who deserved what. If you've ever been betrayed by your own family, if you've been dismissed, overlooked, or used by the people you trusted most, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Because this revenge story doesn't just serve justice, it flips the whole table. I've never been flashy, never craved attention. I just worked hard, saved every penny, skipped vacations, took side gigs, because I wanted to do something meaningful for my parents. After Dad retired and Mom started having mobility issues, they dreamed of a single-story home. Nothing extravagant, just cozy, quiet, and safe. I offered to help with the down payment. I told them, take what I've saved. You gave me everything, let me give something back. They cried, hugged me, called me the rock of the family. The house was beautiful. Open floor plan, backyard for barbecues, a wide hallway so Mom's walker wouldn't bump against the walls. I even helped pick out the furniture. I was proud, not for myself, but for what we built together. Then came the housewarming party. Family, neighbors, old friends. Everyone showed up. There was laughter, drinks, a toast to new beginnings. I stood near the kitchen, holding a soda, smiling at how happy Mom looked in her new apron. And then, Dad raised his glass. I just want to say, he said, grinning proudly, we're giving the deed to the person who truly deserves this house. Our son, Evan. Applause. Gasps. A few AWWWs. And me. I froze. Evan, my stepbrother, younger by 5 years, moved in last year after flunking out of college and wrecking his second car. Never contributed a dime, slept until noon, played video games, borrowed my tools and never returned them. He deserved it. I looked at my parents, waiting, hoping, for some kind of explanation. All I got was Mom's shrug and Dad's proud smile. He needs the stability more, they said. You're doing fine on your own. He's struggling. My stomach dropped. I couldn't even speak. Just nodded, set my glass down, and quietly walked out. That night, I sat in my apartment, blinds closed, heart pounding. Not out of rage, but out of realization. My parents didn't just hand over a house. They handed over my sacrifice. My future. Everything I'd built. And for what? Pity. Favoritism. Guilt. But they'd made one critical mistake. The money. It came from me. And I had proof. I didn't sleep that night. I gathered every bank statement, every wire transfer, every invoice for furniture and appliances I'd bought. I even printed the text message where Dad asked, can you wire the rest of the savings tonight? Closing is tomorrow. It wasn't just a gift. It was a contribution to a joint investment. I had the receipts. And I had a plan. A legal consultation. I showed my documents to a real estate attorney. He was stunned. They didn't sign anything with you. Nope. No repayment agreement. Only the text messages. He smirked. That'll do. Turns out, while it's difficult to claim ownership without being on the deed, I had a solid case for fraudulent misrepresentation and unjust enrichment. My lawyer filed a civil claim. My parents were served. And just like that, the family group chat exploded. Hit them where it hurts, public perception. I never said a word online. But I didn't have to. Evan did. When the lawsuit went public record, he tweeted, guess my brother wants to sue me over a house I didn't ask for. Family is wild. People asked questions. So I answered. With screenshots, facts, dates, transfers. The tide turned quickly. Mutual friends who once shrugged off Evan's laziness now saw the truth. I wasn't bitter. I was betrayed. Consequences. A few weeks later, we stood in court. My lawyer laid it out, calmly and surgically. The funds I provided. The expectation of fairness. The misrepresentation of ownership. My parents tried to argue it was a gift. The judge raised an eyebrow and said, gifts don't come with strings of financial transactions and real estate involvement. The ruling. They either had to pay me back every cent, plus damages, or sell the house and split the proceeds. Evan threw a fit in the hallway. I didn't even want the house, he yelled. They said it was mine. I just looked at him. No words. No anger. Just pity. 2 months later, the house was listed. Sold in under a week. My cut. Enough to buy my own place. In cash. No mortgage. No favors owed. Just peace. Mom called. Can't we just talk? I didn't answer. Because the thing is, I did talk. Through action. Through boundaries. Through justice. They gave my dream to someone who didn't earn it. So I built a better one for myself, and made sure they paid for what they took. Sometimes, family won't see your worth until it costs them. And sometimes, the most powerful revenge isn't shouting or burning bridges, it's proving, quietly and legally, that you were never the one in the wrong. You don't have to stay silent. You just have to stand smart. If this story hit home, or hit a nerve, smash that like button and let me know in the comments, have you ever had to fight for what was rightfully yours? And if you love true stories where justice hits hard, subscribe. Because on this channel, karma always gets the final word.